You are ready? I'm Eliud Morenje, Branch Secretary of Kenya National Union and Nurses and Midwives, Kakamega County Branch. We are here just to reassure our people in Kakamega that we issued a strike notice that was to start on 8th of August this month. But then the government engaged us, the county government of Kakamega engaged us as early as possible so that we didn't now go on strike because we discussed most of the issues that we had raised and agreed on how they will be implemented. We agreed on timelines, and then we decided not to participate in the strike meanwhile because most of our grievances were addressed by the county government of Kakamega. We thank the leadership of Kakamega County for having made efforts because whatever we had issued in the strike notice was addressed and given timelines. So what is there? We are only urging the county government of Kakamega now to implement as we agreed. The first thing, there is what we call nursing service allowance. Nursing service allowance is a special allowance that is awarded to nurses. We agreed that they will implement it in 3 phases, so that in the 3 phases we shall have nurses earning 30,000 per month after the completion of the 3 phases. Then we are having, there's uniform allowance, that nurses, you know, are people who work in uniform. So we had proposed a nursing uniform allowance of 25,000. Currently they are earning 10,000, but we agreed that they will be paying us 25,000 in a year. It is paid once in a year. About the universal health coverage nurses, the county government said we agreed that it's a national function that will be handled from the national level between the Ministry of Health, COG, and our national office in the national office of the union. So that one we suspended, but we are sure things are working. We are sure that our universal health coverage nurses will be employed on permanent and pensionable terms, so that we create more positions for employment in the county. That is, we have earmarked about 100 and something nurses to be employed. A total 100 and about 10 nurses to be employed in the county to at least support and take care of the shortage that we are having currently. There were other issues that we agreed that they will be handled at the national level. Our General Secretary will address those issues. So what we are only saying is that we are thanking the county government of Kakamega for having worked faster, agreed with us, so that we avoid the suffering that Kakamega County where people could have gone into because of the nurses' strike. We thank the governor, Fernandez Barasa. We thank the Department of Health, led by CEC, Dr. Imbai, and the Chief Officer, Dr. Lila. We say they worked faster and approached us so that we could agree on the terms, on the basic things. And we are urging all other counties in the country to at least follow suit and do what Kakamega County has done. We don't want our Kenyans to suffer by any means. But sometimes, because when we disagree on the terms, we say we are withdrawing our labor. Because the employer has to make sure that our people are getting the services they need. And also, the employees have to get the remuneration that they need. So we are thanking the employer, and we are also thanking our General Secretary, Honorable Seth Panyako, who is vying for Malava's seat, parliamentary seat, for also having accepted and agreed and directed us to go and engage our employer so that we can have an agreement that will assist the people of Kakamega and assist even the people of Malava, where he's vying to be a parliamentary, where he's vying as a parliamentary aspirant. So we are here just to affirm to the people of Kakamega that we are not participating in the strike, not because we have been paid any money, we have not been paid, but because the county government of Kakamega engaged us in time, and we agreed on terms and gave timelines of when this money will be paid to our members. So I thank you for that.
Okay, thank you very much. First, I want to begin by the good things, is that I want to thank and appreciate the Kakamega County government in the efficiency and the swiftness that they moved to engage my branch officials to ensure that the county does not go into industrial action to disrupt service delivery to our people. We want to thank Governor Honorable His Excellency Fernandez Barasa with his technical officers for ensuring that service delivery in this county is not disrupted if the strike was to begin. We issued a strike notice demanding that we wanted our 2017 return to work formula to be implemented by all county governments and state corporations. And in that return to work formula is what my brother has enumerated very clearly. One of the key issues was increase in the uniform allowance and the nursing service allowance. We also have the increase of the risk allowance from 3,850 to 5,000. And then we had the implementation of the salary that had been proposed by SRC of 2017. And I want to report that the strike began, and we had those institutions that never went on strike. And one of them is the county government of Kakamega, Kenyatta National Hospital, Kenyatta University Teaching and Referral Hospital, Odhaya Teaching and Referral Hospital, Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Teaching and Referral Hospital, and we have Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital. Of course, Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital is the only public institution in Kenya that has fully implemented the return to work formula of 2017 and also implemented the risk allowance. They have been, nurses in Moi Referral have been enjoying these rights for over now 8 years, but their colleagues in other public health institutions, we are still struggling to ensure that these are fully implemented. And therefore, as by Friday, we had about 15 county governments that were still on strike. And as I'm speaking today, 3 have had an agreement and nurses have gone back to work. That is Kitui, we have Makueni, we have Kitui, we have Makueni, and we have West Pokot. So those, and Kisumu, they have gone back to work. So I want to urge those that are still on strike, now about 12 counties, nurses are still on strike, to ensure that they enter into an agreement as fast as possible so that we have nurses going back to serve our members. I want to urge Kilifi County government plus my officials to fast track the negotiations that are ongoing. We don't want negotiations to take 4-3 days. When these things are very straightforward. It's an issue of agreeing when do you want to pay. We as a union, we are flexible. Our members have been disadvantaged for many years, but you are flexible. You are saying we don't want to go back. Let us begin now as we move forward. And therefore, we want to thank those county governments that have moved to speed to ensure that no strike. A county like Marsabit, I want to single out Marsabit. Marsabit has come out very strongly, demonstrating strong leadership by the county government. And I want to thank Marsabit. And I want to thank those county governments that are not seeing what other counties are doing. I want to thank Kisumu. Professor Nyang' Nyong'o intervened himself, and they had an agreement, and the strike ended. So this is the way to go. But I want to tell Migori County government that they will not resolve workers' issue by involving goons, where they hired goons to go and hijack my branch officials when they're issuing a press statement, lock them in a hotel, and try to force them to call off the strike. I want to tell you, Ajilo Ayako, my friend, that we have now said the strike in Migori will not end until the promotion letters are in the hands of our members. That one, he must get it very clearly. You cannot intimidate the union. We have the right, properly enshrined in the Constitution, to protect our members and to champion for their rights. Therefore, I want to thank those county government that moved swiftly to ensure that strike does not take in the county government. Kakamega is one of them, and I've mentioned others. Thank you very much.
Sure.
The challenge is I don't want to mix politics to issue leadership of workers. Maybe that we can look for another platform. But for now, I want us to strictly be professional on the issue of the workers. Because once you start mixing the two, then you start having problems. Asanteni. Leo hamna maswali.